secondary and tertiary institutions. INEC issues revised schedule of electoral activities. Plus, latest JAMB debunks increase in UTME fee. National Electoral Commission (INEC) has approved and issued a revised timetable and schedule of activities for the 2027 general elections. According to a statement, the Commission had earlier fixed Saturday 20th February 2027 for presidential and National Assembly elections and Saturday 6th March 2027 for the governorship and state houses of assembly elections in accordance with the Electoral Act 2022. Following the repeal of the Electoral Act 2022 and the enactment of the Electoral Act 2026, which introduced adjustments to statutory timelines governing pre-election and electoral activities, the Commission has resolved as follows. Presidential and national elections, assembly elections will now hold on Saturday, 16 January 2027. 2. Governorship and state houses of elections, houses of assembly elections will now hold on Saturday, February 2026. Similarly, the conduct of party primaries, including resolution of disputes arising from primaries, will commence on 23rd April 2027 and end on 30th May 2027. Presidential and National Assembly campaigns will commence on 19th August 2027. Governorship and State House of Assembly campaigns will commence on 9th September 2027. In addition, the Osun State governorship election earlier fixed for Saturday, 8th August 2026 has now been rescheduled to Saturday, 15th August 2026. The statement contained that the revised timetable and schedule for activities for the 2027 general election reflecting these adjustments have been issued and can be accessed on the Commission's official website and other official communication platforms. Also, campaigns shall end 24 hours before election day. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board (JAMB) has debunked claims that it has increased the registration fees for the Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination (UTME), describing the report as false, misleading, and entirely unfounded. In a statement signed by JAMB spokesperson Dr. Fabian Benjamin, the board clarified that the approved UTME registration fees remain 5,700 naira for direct entry, 7,200 for UTME only, and 8,700 for UTME with mock examination. The statement emphasized that these fees have remained unchanged since 2019. JAMB urges the public to disregard the publication and rely solely on official information released through its verified platforms and advertisements. The board reaffirms its commitment to transparency, accountability, and protection of candidates' interests at all times. The Presidency has expressed support for the Special Committee on Campaign Against Social Vices in Secondary and Tertiary Institutions, describing its mandate as critical to Nigeria's future. Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, gave the assurance during a meeting with members of the committee led by its chairman, Professor Jerry Ngokwe, at the State House, Abuja. In a statement by the State House Director of Information and Public Relations, Abiodun Oladunjoyi, the Chief of Staff, warned that rising social vices among youths constitute a growing national concern, stressing the need for deliberate and coordinated action to secure the future for the young people who are often described as the future of the country. According to him, many of the federal government's ongoing reforms are forward-looking and targeted at the younger generation, cautioning that failure to properly guide and support youths could undermine the long-term gains of the reforms.
It takes a village to raise a child. And somebody did mention here that it's not just about the parents anymore. It's about the clergy, it's about your neighbor, it's about your teacher. So we all stand in locus parentis for children, whether they're your immediate family or not. And this pandemic, we need to wage war against it. We cannot sit back and expect this country to grow or develop if you do not start from the foundation, which is has so many policies or so many reforms that this administration has embarked upon, very laudable ones. And what are they doing it for? It's not for, they're not immediate, you don't see immediate gains, you see. It's futuristic for the young ones. And if you do not take care of those ones, then the reforms really mean nothing. You can build something on nothing.
Days, these boys from 60 schools across Lagos State lived and learned together, building leadership skills, discipline, and teamwork while shaping their
Governor
hopes.
Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State has called on the boy child to embrace discipline, responsibility, and leadership, urging them to reorientate themselves as ambassadors of society change. The governor gave the charge at the Lagos Boy Child Initiative residential workshop themed Reorientating the Boy Child to Become an Ambassador, held at St. Gregory's College, Lagos. Joy Ken Abakuya reports.
These boys from 60 schools across Lagos State lived and learned together, building leadership skills, discipline, and teamwork while shaping their hopes for the future. Addressing the boys, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu reminded them that society needs young men of character and integrity, noting that true strength lies in discipline and the courage to make the right choices, even under pressure. The governor also cautioned against substance abuse and unhealthy social media habits, urging them to stay focused on their studies and long-term goals.
The opportunity that this is giving to you is for you to become a better citizen tomorrow, to become a better grown adult, an adult that your parents will be proud of, your school will be proud of, your community will be proud of, your siblings will be proud of.
Wife of the governor, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, urged the participants to practice the values they have been taught, expressing confidence that many would grow into leaders in different sectors.
I encourage you to remain focused, disciplined, and open-minded. The knowledge, values, and experience you are gaining here are powerful tools that will guide you throughout your lives.
Also present to support and motivate the boys were Nollywood actor Lateef Adedimeji and gospel singer Gaze Baba. The initiative, which began 4 years ago with fewer than 150 participants, have continued to expand, giving the boy child renewed attention, guidance, and a stronger sense of purpose. In Lagos, Joy Ken Abakoya, NTA News.
And you're still watching NTA Lagos Channel 10 News at 7. More reports after this break. Stay with us.
What does wellness sound like?
It sounds like this.
Clean, pure, naturally refreshing. Every drop, purified with purpose. Crafted using eco-friendly processes and state-of-the-art filtration systems. It's not just water. It's smart water for smart people.
At home, in the office, at your next event or lounge, stay sharp. Stay hydrated.
Southern Spa Premium Water. Available in 75 c-liter bottles and 19-liter refills.
Call 0802-331-8305 or 0913-816-0191 to place your order today.
Southern Spa Premium Water. For health and living.
Are you searching for a space to ignite your creativity? NTA Lagos Channel 10 Studio provides the answer. Our studio is spacious and fully equipped with modern broadcasting equipment suitable for your programs and competitions. For recording and production of kiddies programs, spelling bee competitions, participatory rehearsals, programs and live performances, NTA Lagos Channel 10 Studio provides the ideal environment to bring your vision to life. Our team of professionals are dedicated to help you achieve your goals, provide expert guidance, and support every step of the way. Contact us today to book your session at an affordable and discounted rate and let your creativity shine. For more inquiries, please call the following numbers: 0816-008-7357, 006-286-9030, and 0812-324-5519 NTA Lagos Channel 10 Studio, where creativity meets excellence.
NTA 10, Station for Excellence.
Thanks for staying tuned to NTA Lagos Channel 10 News at 7. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has unveiled Invest Lagos Summit 3.0, the state governor's flagship international investment platform for 2026 in partnership with the Commonwealth Enterprise and Investment Council. The summit, scheduled for June 9 and 10 at Lagos House, Marina, is designed to strengthen Lagos' global investment visibility and position the state as Africa's leading subnational gateway for capital flows, trade integration, and infrastructure development. Again, Joyken Abakoya reports.
Global investors, development finance institutions, and multinational corporations are expected to converge on Lagos for the 2026 Invest Lagos Summit 3.0. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who addressed the media alongside the Chief Executive Officer of the Commonwealth Enterprise and Investment Council, Samantha Cohen, said the summit is transaction-focused and structured to convert investment conversations into measurable capital deployment across key sectors, including transport, energy, housing, healthcare, and digital infrastructure.
I want to therefore invite investors, financial institutions, development partners, both local and international, strategic collaborations to engage fully to seize the opportunity that Invest Lagos 3.0 will present.
Investment must convert into enterprise growth, value chain expansion, job creation, and enhanced revenue performance. This is the economic discipline guiding Invest Lagos 3.0.
The Chief Executive Officer of the Commonwealth Enterprise and Investment Council, Samantha Cohen, described Lagos as Africa's most important city for business and reaffirmed the Council's commitment to mobilizing investors from across the Commonwealth.
We are proud to partner with the government to deliver the Lagos Trade Investment Summit this June, convening more than 300 Commonwealth and Nigerian business leaders for dialogue and investment opportunities.
Invest Lagos 3.0 is expected to deliver signed agreements, firm investment commitments, and a post-summit tracking framework to ensure effective implementation and measurable economic impact for Lagos State. In Lagos, Joyken Abakoya, NTA News.
Despite the fire that engulfed the Terminal 1 of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos, Managing Director, Nigerian Airspace Management Agency of Nigeria, Farouk Ahmed Umar, has assured Nigerians that the nation's airspace remains safe. Joy Popola reports that the NAMA MD gave this assurance after inspecting facilities affected by the inferno.
The Managing Director of the Nigerian Airspace Management Agency, NAMA, accompanied by senior officials of the agency, are in Lagos to assess critical facilities affected by the inferno. The incident prompted aviation authorities to immediately divert some inbound flights from Lagos before reopening the airspace a few hours later. The Managing Director, Farouk Ahmed Umar, at a media briefing with journalists, explained that air-to-ground communication and navigation facilities were destroyed by the fire, and the agency now relies on a backup system to sustain flight operations.
The communication, aerodrome, approach, and air control remains uninterrupted. I want to assure Nigerians and the flying public that the Nigerian airspace still remains safe because we take safety sacrosanct.
The Managing Director assured passengers that there is no cause for alarm.
What we are trying to do now is to improve on what we have done so far because we didn't move mobile tower immediately because the terrain was not good for us to move it to sink. So we have to ask the Chinese firm that is working here to help us with the civil work so that we can move the mobile tower. And from what I've seen so far, I visited the area. They have done very well within a day or 2 days or so.
Meanwhile, it is business as usual as the airport continues to witness a high influx of passengers. In Lagos, Joel Bukbola, NTA News.
And now for a bit on business. Experts recommend a permanent solution to to the power sector problems, access to finance and continuity in policy implementation as pathways towards realization of the Nigeria's industrial policy. Amakawu reports that the harmonized plan addresses gaps hindering Nigeria's journey towards industrialization.
The Nigeria industrial policy is a practical step which experts say is anchored in development of key sectors such as the manufacturing, construction, oil and gas, and solid minerals, with each providing windows of industrial development. Data from the National Bureau of Statistics also indicates that the manufacturing sector is set to employ about 13 million people in the year 2024, which represents 12.5% of the total employment.
Number one thing the federal government needs to do to bring back even those companies that left Nigeria and equally to grow our factories. Power, 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 power.
If you are talking about manufacturing of cars, you look, that's the automotive industry, you look at the iron and steel, you look at the leather works and furniture, because a car is not just an engine, there are so many components that go into it.
Leveraging the Nigeria industrial policy, which is targeted towards boosting local content and manufacturing, experts say is expected to cut down job importation and strengthen the economy.
We use cellophane to cover the seat and cover a lot of parts in motorcycle. We have the capacity to manufacture the amount of cellophane we need.
The key to today is to have a kind of certainty.
Equity investors and other global investors can key into those projects that the government will do.
The implementation.
That's the package on English segment of the NTA Lagos 10 News at 7. Many thanks for watching. Fadike is standing by with the Yoruba version of the news. Good evening.
Ẹ káalẹ́, ìròyìn ló ń dé sí ojúwòrán yín láti iléeṣẹ́ wa NTA ìkànnì kẹwàá. Ìròyìn rèé látẹnu Fadékẹ́ Ògúntúàṣe. Ẹ̀ka tó ń rí sí ètò ìdìbò lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà INEC ti fọwọ́ sí bí àtúntò àkókò ètò fún ìdìbò ọdún tó ń bọ̀ yóò ṣe lọ. Nínú àtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ kan láti ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀ka ètò ìdìbò ni wọ́n ti sọ wípé tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n ti yan ọjọ́ Sátidé 20 nínú oṣù kejì ọdún 2027 gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọjọ́ ìdìbò ààrẹ àti ti ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí òfin ìdìbò 2022 ti ṣe sọ. Lẹ́yìn ìfagilé òfin ìdìbò 2022 àti ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ òfin ìdìbò 2026 tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣe, eléyìí tó mú àtúnṣe bá àkókò ìṣàkóso àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ ṣáájú ìdìbò àti ìlànà ìdìbò tí ìgbìmọ̀ náà pinnu. Ìdìbò ààrẹ àti tilẹ̀ ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin àpapọ̀ yóò wáyé ní ọjọ́ Sátidé ọjọ́ 16 nínú oṣù kìíní ọdún 2027. Bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ ìdìbò gómìnà àti ti ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀ yóò wáyé ní ọjọ́ Sátidé ọjọ́ 6 oṣù kejì ọdún 2027. Ìṣètò ìdìbò abẹ́lé àwọn ẹgbẹ́ olóṣèlú pẹ̀lú ìpinnu àwọn àríyànjiyàn tó lè dé lẹ́yìn ìdìbò máa wáyé ní ọjọ́ 23 nínú oṣù kẹrin ọdún tí a wà yìí, yóò sì parí ní 30 nínú oṣù karùn-ún nínú ọdún tí a wà yìí. Ìpolongo fún ìdìbò ààrẹ àti ti ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin àpapọ̀ yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ 19 oṣù kẹjọ ọdún tí a wà yìí. Bákan náà nígbà tí ìpolongo fún ìdìbò gómìnà àti ti ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀ yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ 9 nínú oṣù kẹsàn-án ọdún tí a wà yìí. Ìdìbò fún gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun tí ó yẹ kó wáyé tẹ́lẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ Sátidé ọjọ́ 9 oṣù kẹjọ ọdún tí a wà yìí yóò padà wáyé ní Sátidé ọjọ́ 15 nínú oṣù kẹjọ ọdún tí a wà yìí. wọ́n ṣe lálàyé pé gbogbo ìpolongo ló gbọ́dọ̀ parí ní ọjọ́ kan ṣáájú ọjọ́ ìdìbò gẹ́gẹ́ bí òfin ti ṣe sọ. Àtẹ̀jáde náà ló sọ pé ètò iṣẹ́ ìdìbò tuntun yìí ni a lè rí lórí ayélujára tí wọ́n fi ń bá àwọn aráàlú sọ̀rọ̀. Àjọ tó ń rí sí ètò ìdánwò lọ sí ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga JAMB ti tako ìròyìn tó ń lọ pé wọ́n ti fi owó ìforúkọsílẹ̀ fún ìdánwò eléyìí tí wọ́n kà kún àròsọ tó sì jẹ́ èké pátápátá. Nínú àtẹ̀jáde kan tí àjọ JAMB dókítà Fabian Benjamin fọwọ́ sí, ìgbìmọ̀ náà ṣe lálàyé pé owó ìforúkọsílẹ̀ tí wọ́n fọwọ́ sí ṣì dúró sí bí ó ṣe wà tẹ́lẹ̀. Owó direct entry jẹ́ náírà 5,700, UTME jẹ́ 7,200 náírà, nígbà tí UTME pẹ̀lú ìdánwò mọ́ọ̀kì jẹ́ 8,700 náírà 8,700. Àtẹ̀jáde náà sọ pé àwọn owó wọ̀nyí kò tí ì yí padà láti ọdún 2019. JAMB rọ gbogbo aráàlú láti kọ ìròyìn èké náà sílẹ̀. JAMB sọ pé àwọn dúró ṣinṣin lórí ṣíṣe òtítọ́ àti ààbò fún àǹfààní aráàlú ní gbogbo ìgbà. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó Babájídé Sanwó-Olú ti rọ àwọn ọmọkùnrin láti máa wu ìwà pẹ̀lẹ́, máa lépa ipò ojúṣe àti aṣáájú rere gẹ́gẹ́ bí ohun àrítọ́kasí nínú ìgbésí ayé wọn, àti pé kí wọ́n jẹ́ aṣojú ìyípadà rere láwùjọ. Gómìnà ló sọ eléyìí níbi ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ibùdó ìgbékalẹ̀ Lagos Boy Child Initiative pẹ̀lú àkòrí gbígbáradì àwọn ọmọkùnrin sí ipò olórí tó wáyé ní St. Gregory College, Èkó. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Joy Ken Abapoya jábọ̀ pé fún ọjọ́ 4 gbáko ni àwọn ọmọkùnrin láti ilé ẹ̀kọ́ 64 ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ni wọ́n kójọ pọ̀ níbi ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ náà tí wọ́n kọ́ wọn nípa ìfaradà, ìṣọ̀kan àti jíjẹ́ aṣáájú rere. Nígbà tó ń bá àwọn ọmọkùnrin náà sọ̀rọ̀, Gómìnà Babájídé Sanwó-Olú sọ fún wọn pé àwùjọ nílò àwọn ọ̀dọ́mọkùnrin tó ní ìwà rere àti òtítọ́, àti pé èrè púpọ̀ wà nínú ìfaradà àti ìgboyà láti ṣe ohun tó tọ́, pàápàá jùlọ nígbà ìdánwò. Gómìnà kìlọ̀ fún wọn lórí oògùn olóró àti pé kí wọ́n ṣọ́ra nípa lílo ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ ayélujára. Ó sì rọ̀ wọ́n kí wọ́n kọjú mọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ wọn nítorí ọjọ́ iwájú. Aya gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó dókítà Ìbíjọkẹ́ Sanwó-Olú nígbà tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ gba àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ náà níyànjú pé kí wọ́n fi sí ìṣe gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ tí wọ́n kọ́ wọn. Ètò yìí ni wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti bí ọdún 4 sẹ́yìn. Lára àwọn tí ó wá láti tì wọ́n lẹ́yìn ni òṣèré Lateef Adédèjì àti olórin ẹ̀mí Gaze Bàbá. Kò ní jù báyìí lọ láṣàlẹ̀ tòní. Ẹ pàdé wa lọ́la fún àkọ́tún ìròyìn. Olúwa ó wọ̀ mọ́ yín. Ó dàárọ̀.